Draw for us, Dad.
Hey, awesome artists! Are you ready to have some fun drawing today? Today, we're drawing the amazing Spider-Man. So grab some paper, pencils, and all your favorite drawing materials, and let's get started. If I go too fast, just pause and rewind. And remember, drawing is all about having fun. So remember to have a good time. Let's start by drawing Spider-Man's head. Draw an oval shape for the head. The oval should taper slightly towards the bottom for his jawline. Now for the eyes. His eyes are basically almond shaped. Draw a line curving down, then a line curving the other direction, connecting at the end of each point. We'll do the exact same for his other eye, but doing a reversed shape. Each of Spider-Man's eyes has a black rim around it with a little point at each top corner. So I'm drawing a line parallel to the shape of the eye, remembering the pointed tip at the top corner. We'll do this for each eye. Then let's fill in the eye rims solid black. Let's draw a small curved line from the side of his head, going to the left. This is Spider-Man's trapezius muscle. Then, let's make a connecting curve to start one side of his deltoid muscle. Make another curve at the bottom for the other side of the deltoid. Draw a shallow curve connecting to the deltoid. This is the back of Spider-Man's arm, also known as a tricep. Another shallow curve at the bottom is used to complete the arm shape. This line is the bicep. Let's make a small bump for the elbow and a curve going down for the back of his forearm. Another curve on the other side is used to complete the forearm. Keep in mind the forearms taper towards the wrist. Now for the hands. Let's draw a small curve for the back of the hand. A small curve to start the thumb. A U-shaped curve for the thumb. A line behind to complete the thumb. And a connecting line for the palm. Now for the index finger. Draw a long, curved letter U shape that connects back to the palm. The other fingers are located behind in space. So draw another curved line behind the first finger. Let's do the same for the remaining two fingers. Since they are behind in space, we'll see less of each consecutive finger. Now for the other shoulder. Draw a short curved line for the top of the deltoid and another short line below for the bottom of the deltoid. Just like before, I'll draw a curved line for the tricep, then another curved line at the bottom for the bicep. Let's work on the forearm. Draw a small bump for the elbow, a curved line for one side of the forearm, and another for the other side. Remember again, the forearm tapers towards the wrist. Let's work on the thumb. The trick to drawing fingers is to remember that they are connecting group of cylinder shapes, overlapping in space. Let's apply that approach for the index finger. First, a line for the back of the hand. And then, I'm creating connecting overlapping cylinder shapes. The tip of the finger tapers towards the end. Then, a short line for the upper part of the palm. And again, drawing connecting overlapping cylinder shapes for the middle finger. We'll do the same for the remaining 2 fingers. Keeping in mind the fingers are behind the first 2 fingers, so they will be overlapped and we'll see less of them. Let's draw 2 curved lines for the bottom part of the palm. Let's draw a short curved line starting under the chin and sweeping down to the left. And another line sweeping the other direction, starting under the shoulder. These lines are for the chest muscle, also known as the pectorals. I'm drawing another curved line for the top part of the deltoid muscle, and another short curved line for the middle of the chest. Let's draw the rib cage. Starting from under the chest muscle, draw a line sweeping down, and another line sweeping the other direction for the hip area. A line sweeping down from under the bicep is for the back lat muscle, and a short line for the interior portion of the rib cage. Let's work on the legs. Draw a line sweeping up, curving around, and connecting into another long curved line for the side of the leg. Short lines as you see here to complete the knee area. Now for the lower leg. Draw a curved line that bulges out for the calf muscle and taper the line inward. Draw an opposite line on the other side to complete the lower leg area. Now for the foot. Let's begin with the top. Draw a curved line starting from the lower leg and sweeping down. A curving U-shaped line is for the front part of the foot. And finally, a short curve is used for the heel. Let's make a short curve for the other side of the upper leg. Now for the other leg. Starting from the hip, draw a long sweeping line towards the right and curving around slightly for the knee. Another long sweeping line is used to complete the upper leg shape. Next is the lower leg. Draw a line bulging out for the calf muscle and taper it inward. A short curve is used to finish the knee shape. And a long curved line is used to complete the shape. Let's do Spidey's left foot. Starting from the lower leg line, draw a short curve for the top of the foot. A letter U-shaped curve looping around for the front of the foot, and another curved line for the heel. Your Spider-Man drawing is looking great so far. Now that you've drawn the body, it's time to draw his costume. Draw a curved line across the forearm, and another line across the middle of the upper arm. A curved line is used under the deltoid. Let's do the same for the other arm. A curved line wrapping around the deltoid, a curved line across the forearm, and a line going down the middle of the arm. The design of his costume sweeps down his upper body, so draw a curved line down the side of his chest and continue that line down past his rib cage, ending around his waist area. We'll do the same for the other side. Draw a curved line sweeping at an angle at the side of his chest, then a line across his waist, similar to a belt, and connecting to the other end of the previous line you just made. We'll do another line at the bottom, but creating a V shape at the middle. Let's make a curved line across the bottom leg. And a similar curved line across the other leg. Let's create the spider logo on SpiderMan's chest, which are made of simple shapes. A small circle for the spider head, and a bigger circle for the spider body. It should look like a number 8. Let's fill it in solid black. Then for the spider legs, I'm making marks that resemble the letter L that attach to the spider's sides. There should be a pair of legs for each corner. I'll do the reverse for the other side, and upside down pairs for the bottom legs. To start the web design for the mask, begin with a small circle in between Spidey's eyes. Then a line going right down the middle. Make sure that line sits behind the small circle. Draw a curved line sweeping at an angle, ending at the eye. And do the same for the other side, but in reverse. Let's continue the sweeping line below the eye. And the same for the other side, but in reverse. We'll do another row of sweeping lines at the sides. And a short line across horizontally connecting to the eye. Now we'll do curving lines in between each row of web lines we just established. Make sure each line isn't straight but slightly curved. Let's do another row. And one more row. We'll do the reverse for the bottom area. Let's make a line across the wrist. And then a line across the arm as you see here. We'll continue that line, curving across the surface of the deltoid and across the surface of the trap muscle. Let's make another line up the middle of the forearm. Another line across the middle of the deltoid surface, and another line across the trap surface. We'll make another series of lines across the surface, but this time curving the opposite direction, and then another row of lines. Just like the face mask, we'll make a series of connecting curved lines across the rows of lines we just made. We'll do the same exact approach for Spidey's hands. A line across near the bottom of the fingers, and several rows of lines dividing the hands. And then short connecting curves in between the rows of lines. For the fingers, we'll divide each finger with rows of curved lines. Let's continue with the other side. Rows of lines across the surface of the deltoid. A line down the middle of the arm. A line across the wrist, and rows of lines down the forearm. Let's make rows of connecting curved lines across. We'll divide each finger again with a series of curved lines. And a series of lines dividing the hand. We'll apply the same method for the body area. A line right down the middle, down the chest and logo, down to the middle of the belt. A line to the left, curving over the surface of the chest, ribcage, and waist. Another row of lines to the left. Another row at the other side. Again, remember the lines follow the body's anatomy surface. Just like before, we'll make rows of connecting curved lines in between. Let's do the lower legs. Make a line right down the middle of the leg. A line going down each side. I'm keeping in mind the surface of the leg muscle. And finish off with rows of connecting curves. Let's do the other leg. We'll make long rows of lines up the lower leg area. And end with rows of connecting curved lines. Your Spider-Man is looking great. Let's add some finishing touches. Using a thicker drawing tool, I'll thicken the outer lines of key shapes to make the form easier to see. I'll thicken the line creating the head. Then the bottom of the deltoid muscle. I'll thicken the silhouette of the arms. And the silhouette of the hands. Let's thicken the lines of the chest muscle, the rib cage, and the lat muscle, and thicken the silhouette of the leg. And finish off by thickening the silhouette of the rest of his pose. And there. You've just drawn your very own amazing Spider-Man. How awesome is that? Now it's coloring time. Spider-Man's colors are red and blue for his costume, and white for the eyes. You did awesome. Keep practicing and having fun. If you love drawing Spider-Man today, hit that like button and subscribe for more drawing adventures. See you next time, artists.